We've all been there, working late, pushing harder, feeling like we're constantly on. We tell ourselves it's temporary, that the hustle will lead to success. But what if it's not working? What if, despite our efforts, we're just spinning our wheels, exhausted and no closer to our goals? Modern society glorifies busyness. We wear long hours like badges of honor, equating exhaustion with productivity. But this relentless pursuit of doing more is backfiring. Instead of achieving success, we're facing a burnout epidemic. It's time to question the glorification of hustle culture. The truth is, working smarter, not harder, is the key to sustainable success. Let's explore how we can escape the hamster wheel of hustle and find a more balanced, fulfilling path. Burnout is more than just feeling tired. It's a state of chronic stress leading to emotional, physical, and mental exhaustion. The World Health Organization recognizes burnout as an occupational phenomenon, highlighting its prevalence in today's work environment. Statistics paint a concerning picture. A recent Gallup study found that 76% of employees experience burnout at least sometimes, with 28% reporting feeling burned out very often or always. These numbers are alarming and highlight the widespread impact of our relentless work culture. The consequences of burnout are far-reaching, affecting not only individual well-being, but also organizational productivity and even the global economy. It's clear that something needs to change. We can't keep sacrificing our well-being on the altar of hustle culture. We're often told that working more hours equals greater output, but research tells a different story. The relationship between hours worked and productivity is not linear, it follows a curve. While initially more hours might lead to increased output, there comes a point where productivity plateaus and then declines. A landmark study by Stanford economist John Penkovell found that productivity per hour declined sharply after a 50-hour work week, and after 55 hours, it drops so much that putting in any more hours yields zero additional output. Essentially, working more than 55 hours a week is counterproductive. This phenomenon, known as the law of diminishing returns, highlights the fallacy of equating long hours with success. Our brains and bodies are not designed for constant high-intensity work. We need breaks, rest, and time to recharge to operate at our best. Section 4, the stressed-out brain, not built for constant hustle. Chronic stress, a hallmark of burnout, wreaks havoc on our brains. When we're constantly stressed, our bodies release cortisol, the stress hormone. While cortisol is helpful in short bursts, prolonged exposure has detrimental effects on our cognitive functions. Studies have shown that chronic stress impairs our prefrontal cortex, the part of the brain responsible for decision-making, planning, and creativity. This impairment leads to reduced focus, increased errors, and difficulty in generating new ideas. Essentially, chronic stress makes us less effective in almost every aspect of our work. Furthermore, chronic stress disrupts sleep, further exacerbating the negative effects on our cognitive abilities. The result is a vicious cycle of stress, poor sleep, and diminished cognitive function, making it even harder to perform at our best. Section 5. Redefining success, finding balance and purpose. To escape the burnout trap, we need to redefine success. It's not about working ourselves to the bone. It's about achieving meaningful goals while prioritizing our well-being. This requires a shift from a culture of always on to one that values balance, mindfulness, and purpose. Imagine a workday where you can focus deeply on your most important tasks, achieving a state of flow that leaves you feeling energized and fulfilled. Imagine having time for activities that bring you joy and rejuvenation, allowing you to return to your work refreshed and re-inspired. This vision of success is not a fantasy. It's achievable by prioritizing mindful work, setting boundaries, and embracing rest as a crucial component of productivity. It's about working smarter, not harder, and aligning our work with our values to find true fulfillment. Section 6. Escaping the hustle trap. Practical steps for sustainable productivity. Breaking free from hustle culture requires conscious effort. Here are practical steps for sustainable productivity. 1. Prioritize and focus. Identify key tasks and work on them without distractions. 2. Set boundaries. Separate work and personal time. 3. Schedule breaks. Take short breaks to recharge. 4. Embrace rest. Prioritize quality sleep. 5. Cultivate mindfulness. Practice techniques to manage stress. Balance work and life for a fulfilling, meaningful life.